Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Cradily here. Let's go ahead and power this thing up, and by that secondary move, it's going to be a bit expensive, but it's worth it because I love this Pokemon, and it hits extremely hard as a Shadow. Man, I don't go for a Stone Edge a few times, and I actually have Bulldoze on accident for the first battle, I do believe, and I do TM it away. It could work. I mean, going up against Bastiodon is going to do a lot of damage, especially as a Shadow, but if you go up against a Bomb Snow, you're really going to have nothing to hit it hard enough, right? So with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have. We are going to be using Lantern and Shadow Alolan Marowak again because consistency. Let's go ahead and see. Now, we've used this team several times throughout the past couple of days, and now when I swap my team, let's go ahead and see the dramatic change in Pokemon that we're going to be seeing in the lead and or on their teams as well in general. You're going to see a whole big difference of all kinds of different Pokemon popping up, right? So anyways, if you do enjoy my content, please give it a thumbs up. Really do appreciate it. And well, we're going to be putting in the work with these things here. Was it worth the investment? Of course it was. It worked great. And you can hit things that are not even taking very much damage from grass, like, I don't know, Blaziken. With Grass Knot, you're still going to be doing about 70% of their health. It's insane. And then, of course, the things that are taking super effective damage are going to be going down that much faster. Alright, good old trusty Lantern up against another Lantern. Going to go for our Thunderbolt here, and then spark them down and take the win. Still holding on to one shield. Let's go ahead and move on to our next opponent here. See what we have going on. Met with the Pelipper. This is a horrible lead, so we're going to go ahead and swap into the Shadow Cradily. Now, we're going to go for the Grass Knot because it's still going to be somewhat effective and doing a lot. And they're going to be shielding it up. They can't really risk it being a Stone Edge. So I guess that's why they shielded it up, or just preserving their health. Nonetheless, they're going to be getting to another Weather Ball, and we will shield this one up because we do kind of want to get to another charge move here and or get two shields, and they're going to be swapping as we do make it to the Stone Edge, and they're catching with a Bastiodon. Okay, so this is where I kind of wanted the Bulldoze. I was thinking, okay, I just TM'd it away. Now I could use it, but hey, we're just going to go for that and let them take us down so we don't get locked in here. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Lantern, and that's still going to be doing a decent amount of damage. And you can let those charge moves go, especially if you're at full health. So a Surf is not going to be enough here. So what we're going to do is farm up a little bit extra. Hopefully we're going to be able to just quick move them down and then come out of this with a decent amount. Beautiful. That's enough. Perfect. Bringing in that Blaziken, and we have another Surf ready to go. This is obviously going to be doing a lot of damage, and they're going to be shielding it up immediately, swapping into our Alolan Marowak. They got that Pelipper back there, getting to the Shadow Bone, but not before they get to their Weather Ball, which is going to do an extreme amount of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and shield it up. I don't think it would have KO'd, but we're not going to risk it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out, bringing back that Blaziken, which is their only Pokemon left. Could have maybe went to the Shadow Bone, but I decided to just go ahead and go for the Bone Club because look at that damage. And we're looking good here. What are they going to hit me with? If it's Brave Bird, we're going to be able to take them out that much faster, but we take them out, it is going to be a Blast Burn, and we did sneak a Fire Spin through. Next battle met with a Crustle, which is going to be doing super effective with its quick move, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here and bring in the Cradily, and they're swapping into it yet again. We're seeing that Pelipper show up again, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Grass Knot. And like I said, I very rarely go for that Stone Edge. Looks like I'm trying to go for it now, though. We will be shielding this up to see if they want to go ahead and double shield that, and if they do, we're going to be able to bring in our Lantern and farm them up real nice here and still hold on to one shield. So going for the Stone Edge, and they are going to be letting this go, which is perfect. We want them to go down here so we can win that swap. We do have a decent amount of health for them to farm us up, so that is, it's not the worst. And here's the thing, we're getting to the Grass Knot. I'll check this damage out. They're part rock as well as bug, so it's not super effective, but look at that damage. That's insane. That's about as much as Blaziken takes as well. Yeah, a little bit less, but around there. So bringing in the Lantern to go ahead and farm them down. We can let these charge moves go, no problem at all. And hopefully it's not a Bastiodon back there. It is going to be their own Lantern, which is going to actually kind of be troublesome for us. Going for the Thunderbolt, and they're going to be shielding it up, which is not great. So we're going to need to get to another one. We're going to have to let this go. Can we survive this Surf? And we barely do, which we needed. If we didn't get this off, there's no way we could maybe even have a chance to take this win. It's still looking pretty close here, so we're going to try to get to the Shadow Bone. I know Bone Club's super effective, but we just need to do that much more damage. It's one of those situations where you just go for the one that you're going to get stabbed here, and it is just simply going to do more damage, and we're taking that win, and then taking out the Crustle. Looking good there. Wasn't quite over, but now it is. Alright, next opponent, what are we going to see? Blaziken. Hey, what did I say? Just keep an eye out at all these Pokemon. Once we swap the team, we'll see what we're going to be met with. I'm just having way too much fun rising up with this Shadow Alola Marowak. I mean, it is so good in this weather cut for me. As you can see here, Blaziken leads all day, although you need to look out for those Brave Birds as well as the occasional Legacy Stone Edge. Alright, so they're going to be swapping and we're throwing the Bone Club on the Cradily. I guess that's okay because now we're going to be able to do enough damage to just about KO them because we're doing more obviously than the average Cradily here. They're going to be going for the Grass Knot, and I'm going to go straight for the Stone Edge here. Hopefully we can land this without them shielding it up. And oh, not quite enough unfortunately to farm them down, so yeah, that's a little unfortunate. We could have made it to 2 Grass Knots at that point, so yeah, live and you learn. Bring it in the Marowak, but it's going to work out just nice because now we're going to be able to farm them up here. And we have a decent amount of energy, so let's see what they're going to be bringing into the battle here. It is going to be that Blaziken getting to the Bone Club, wanting us to use this energy, or are they going to shield it up? They do. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and swap into our Lantern because I mean, they can go for Stone Edge. I mean, that's the only real thing that we have to worry about, right? It's an Abomasnow, so they would have just Razor Leafed us up. We still had a shield, and an Alola Marowak would have been able to Fire Spin them down in a couple of quick moves. Next battle, met with a Bastodon. Horrible lead, another Rock type. Going to swap into Cradily here. And again, I want that Bulldoze, and they're bringing in the Abomasnow. So here, never mind, I don't want Bulldoze. I'll take it back. Stone Edge, let's go. So we need that move right about now. And we are going to be getting 2 shields out of them. So we will shield this up to see if they want to do that double shield again. And they already kind of gave it away by saying it. But yeah, shielding them up. And going for another one here. Great. Since they have Razor Leaf, they're not really getting that much energy, so we don't have to worry about them spamming us here. And yes, we resist everything with the Alola Marowak, but it's still taking damage. But we're going to let it go. Let's see how much this Weather Ball does. And that is, you know, something, right? It's doing a little something there. So I suspect they're going to be bringing back their Bastodon. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go for the Shadow Bone, or Bone Club. Do some super effective damage. Swap into the Lantern here. Razor Leafer is gone, and they have an Arachnoid in the back. Gonna go for the Thunderbolt before they get off that Bubble Beam to lower our attack here. And yeah, we're looking, we're gonna have to maneuver around this situation here. So they're actually gonna be able to get to 2 here, and getting to another Thunderbolt. Never mind, this should KO, right? Lowered our attack. All right, beautiful, beautiful. So they lowered our attack, and we're not in the greatest position. So what we need to do is preserve the health, farm up here, swap into the Marowak, get to the Bone Club. It's going to be super effective. And then when we get back in with the Lantern, we go with the Surf, and our attack is back to normal. And now we're going to be able to take them out here. Perfect. So that's how we're going to overcome that situation there. Looking good. So the Cradily is putting in the work. It's not really staying in the battle the most, but it's doing what it needs to do, and it sure does hit hard as heck when it does land its charge moves. Next battle, another Blaziken. Folks, do you see why I keep using this team? Alright, so we're swapping as they bring in their own Cradily here, and let's go sneaking a quick move through there. Or not really. It just happens, right? Just go and happen once in a while, and they're getting one through there as well. So going to go for the Grass Knot. This is still going to be doing a lot of damage. And beautiful, getting to the next one here. And do they want to let it go? Yep, bring in that Blaziken and farm us down. We're going to be getting taken out in about, I would say, 4 quick moves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So decent amount of farm there. So we do need to look out for that Stone Edge and or Brave Bird. We're going to go straight for the Bone Club, not even building up to the Shadow Bone. Super effective, plus shadow damage, non-stab though. And they're using their shield. Great. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and shield up in return. Blast Burn would have done a decent amount of damage. And swapping. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of chip damage on, what was that they bring in here? Swampert. Okay, swapping into our Lantern. And they're shieldless at this point. An Earthquake will KO, so we need to look out for that. And we need to kind of really think about how we want to use our shield here and call this or not. So we're going to let this go, and it is a Hydro Cannon, thank goodness. And we just need to get to 1 more. Now, even if this is a bait, we're still going to be looking okay. Although we could, I mean, no, that Blaziken just simply doesn't have enough energy to get to several Blast Burns that are not very effective. It could KO at this point. So they should be able to take us out. But we will hopefully get to a Shadow Bone Club at this point. Yeah, we don't even need that. And we do. Alola Marowak, always trusty. If you don't have one, ooh. You know, you can't trade shadows, and that's the thing about them. So hopefully you'll be able to see them coming back soon enough. Next battle, horrible lead, Lantern. Great, let's see how we play around this. Swapping into our own Lantern, and they're bringing in a Frostlass. Thought I was in the wrong cup for a second. Okay. And very interesting pick here, okay. So obviously they're going to be going for Shadow Ball. We'll let it go. And we cannot take another one of those, but they cannot take another hit themselves. So let's see if they want to shield. And when this swap, they're letting it go. Great. Love to see that. Fantastic. So what are they going to be bringing back to their lantern? Okay, we have that Cradily that we want to align with it. So this is exactly what we want to see. Hopefully they go for Thunderbolt, clean KO. Very nice. Bringing in the Cradily. And we're in a great position here. Really kind of depends on what they have in the back. It's not really over until it's over. They have a Bastiodon, could see a little bit of trouble, although we do still have 2 shields, because the Shadow Cradily can't just tank the quick move like the regular one and just put up a fight, right, with 2 shields. So they're swapping. We're going to be going for a Grasson. What do they catch with a Charizard? Oh, now they're using a pretty interesting team here, and that was a nice catch on a fire flying type, so super ineffective. Going for the Shadow Bone or Bone Club. I keep mixing them up. Shadow Bone, Bone Club, you know, you could see it on the screen. And oh my goodness, we called the Dragon Claw. I think we're going to want to shield this up and just farm them down. And we're able to take them out, and we have a Shadow Bone ready to go. We're going to be going for Bone Club. Don't think we really need to get that one off. And yeah, oh, it's the Lantern. Okay, yeah, of course. They're letting it go. Okay, sounds good. So we're going to go ahead and let our Marowak go down, knowing that we're going to be able to take a Surf, sort of, at this point. But basically what we're going to have to do is kind of just farm them down. We will let this one go. Shadow Cradily holding it down and quick moving them down. Now I had to do that because they still had a shield unless I needed to get off 2 Grass Knots, which would have been a waste of time. And as you can see here, points are rising up with this team. It's just going and going and going. And we're looking good. Back on track. Alright, what are we going to see? Another Blaziken. Do you see this here? Jeez. Do you see this? What? Alright, so we're seeing them swap into a Lantern. We're bringing in our Cradily, and here we go. Alright. Just a coincidence, right? You know, Blazikens all over the place. I love to see it. I'm not complaining. I'm happy. Let's go. It's perfect. Letting these go because that quick move is really not going to be able to take us out here. And we're building up to 2 of these Grass Knots, getting 1 shield from them. Good, good, good. And we're going to go ahead and shield this one up. Unfortunately, not able to get that one off before they get to that next Surf. Building up a little bit of extra energy as if I'm going to be getting to another charge move. Yeah, right. They're going to bring in that Blaziken to counter me down in a couple of quick moves. And we're out of here. Let's see. And no. Oh, okay. So, all right. We're able to get to the Grass Knot, though. This is still going to be doing a lot to that water type over there. And we do have the Ludicolo. Ludicolo. Okay. So we have Razor Leaf on it. Go for Exeter. It's going to be kind of effective because we are part grass. Immediately swapping into our Marowak as they bring in that Blaziken. And we're looking pretty good here, right? We're on track to win. This Marowak is just always holding it down. Just every single time. Now, we kind of need to look out for that Glissopod. I mean, it doesn't have any health left, but it could get to a water charge move. So there is that factor. They are shielding it up. We're farming them down. I don't think it even has enough health to survive, and we take them down with the Fire Spit. Let's go. All right, let's keep it moving. What are we going to see? Next battle, another Blaziken. Folks, yeah. What is this? Do you see this? Let's get it. Let's go. Okay, sounds good to me. All right, and it works in both ways. All right, it's called manipulating. It's because of the moves that we have on our team and the Pokemon that we have in the back. It's just the way it works. Okay. I wonder how long it's going to keep it up. I probably should have never uploaded any of these battles. Although it's now documented, so you can see. So when I do switch my team, you're going to be like, oh, crap, wow, no more Blazikens, huh? And the whole thing about, oh, you only see them in a specific elo range. Give me a break. Everybody just makes more and more excuses, huh? Until the end of time. That's what it is nowadays. Taking out that Lantern with a Grass Knot, clean, and it's gone. I don't know what I was going to say after that. All right, going for another Grass Knot. Look at that. Okay, it's doing about 60. I said 74, about 60%, maybe 55. So that's still a lot of damage. Now, how do I take care of Bastiodon with this team that I do have now? Well, look at this Razor Leaf. I mean, I'm going for this to simply get their shields so the Marowak can handle it towards the end, right? I'm not going to go for Leaf Storm because I'm not trying to debuff myself. But the Razor Leaf is holding it down. I mean, it's really putting in the work up against this thing. So swapping into our Marowak here, going for the Bone Club, which is super effective. Still have a decent amount of health, so we're looking to be able to simply farm them down. Or not, almost. That was close. It's a close one, but that's okay. We got the Razor Leaf user. But it is the Blaziken going to get to a charge move? That is the question. Because they are out of here. Nope. No. Taking that win. Next battle, Marowak holding it down in front. And we're met with a bad lead with the Lantern. I immediately swap into my hard counter because we do have Ludicolo, so we can play a little differently. But they're bringing in a Blaziken. We're going for the Grass Knot. We're getting a shield. This is looking good. I think I may want to shield this up to see if I can Maybe get 2 shields out of them right out the gate here. Yeah, they're going to have a decent amount of farm, but whatever. They already, not really. What, a couple of counters now at this point. And we're getting 2 shields with grass knots. Okay, that sounds good to me. Bring it in the Marowak, of course. And we do need to look out for a potential Brave Bird or Stone Edge. So we're going to go ahead and shield this up, and it is going to be a Brave Bird. Farming up a little bit extra here, but they're going to be retreating and bringing in their Lantern, in which we're going to swap into our Razor Leaf Ludicolo here. And the Marowak is loaded up on energy. Thunderbolt is going to be doing a decent amount, unfortunately, because we are part water, getting to another charge move. Let's see, I think another Thunderbolt. That's actually what I wanted them to do. So now we're going to go ahead and build up to 2 Bone Clubs here, and I was thinking, come on, show me the grass and ice in the back. Show me it. Yeah, bringing back Blaziken. I know there is an ice and grass in the back. Is it Abomasnow? Give me the Abomasnow, and it is. Let's go. Yeah, at least they're staying in the fight, right? It's a good game. And, I mean, this thing is really just amazing. Thank you for watching, folks. If you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
Touch the gas. This is the best day